Hello, today is the 25th of July 2020 and I am introducing you now to my new presentational format of video. The videos I've been making over the past 18 months or so have been researched and scripted and then presented to camera. This new format, I'm just going to make a few dot points, maybe a little bit of research, and it will give me an opportunity to make more videos because I am finding I'm getting maybe a few months, even up to 6 months between videos, because it does take quite a bit of time to research them. And it is difficult to make consistent videos when I'm also working a full-time job. Forgive me, but because this is a new format, it's unscripted and I'm a bit off the cuff with some of these things. The videos may appear a bit stilted and jumpy as I cut and edit, but I assume as I get used to this format a bit better, you'll see the videos improve over time. So I would also like to add about this new presentational format. I hope to be able to do at least 1 or 2 of these videos a month, rather than the long time frame between videos when it's all got to be thoroughly researched. In these unscripted videos, I plan to still talk on a topic of interest, maybe not as in-depth. I will check a few facts beforehand just to make sure I'm on the right track with some things. And it may incorporate a few more of my points of view, which there's a comment section below. You can discuss whether you agree with me, disagree with me, that type of thing. Talking of comments, also in these videos will address some of the comments from past videos, discuss them, elaborate on them, maybe agree, disagree. Yeah, at times I may even ask for your opinion on where you think I should be going with this channel. You can put those in the comments. It doesn't mean I'll necessarily go the way you say, but I do like the input, and it does give me some idea as what I am to do with this channel and talk about and how I present. All I ask is that in your comments that you be respectful. I have no disagreement if your views don't agree with me or the views of other people who comment. As long as we all respect each other, that is good. In other words, just be nice. We can all have a happy day if we're all nice to each other. Maybe that's a bit too sickly sweet, but anyway. I'll now move on to a bit of a history of my channel. I opened my YouTube account on the 1st of November 2006. YouTube as a platform started in February 2005, the year before. November 2006 was also the month the founders of YouTube sold YouTube to Google for $1.65 billion US. So that was a nice handy profit for them. My initial intention with my channel when I started it in 2006 was to upload short films I made for viewing. In 2006 and 2008, I did a couple of video production courses in TAFE, and that's what led me to the idea of using YouTube to put my short films that I made on. Prior to that, I had been involved in acting and a bit of video production in other ways, but mostly acting, and I decided to get into the production side of things as a way to exhibit my acting skills. In the first year of my YouTube channel, I uploaded 3 short films I made, and also a video of a severe hailstorm from my place. I did upload a few acting show reels and that sort of thing in the meantime, which you'll no longer see as public videos as they're very out of date. So I didn't really upload another significant video until 2011. This was a promotional video I made for Ashton Entertainment Circus, which I really was quite impressed with the final outcome. It was a bit of an experience also, going to the circus and filming the acts, and yeah, quite interesting. After 2011, I didn't really do much more with YouTube. I did upload a few videos of interest, but nothing to do with production or anything like that. Just interesting things I found and videoed. But towards the end of 2008, or November to be more specific, I began my presentational videos, which I had the intention of researching, scripting, filming and editing, and doing at least, or on average, one every week or so. Which, looking back, I was quite surprised that I actually did do quite a few in the first few months, but obviously working full time created a bit of burnout, and yeah, I couldn't keep up the pace. So they again began to drift further and further apart, and yeah, it was like one every few months. So when I started in late 2018, I had 5 subscribers. I've now built that up to 38. I had some goal of 1,000 in the first year, but obviously I fell a bit short of that. Possibly because I don't stick to the same topic as such, which they recommend you do if you want to build it up, but I also think I'm not regularly making videos, so I will start to try and use this format to do that. I have thought of maybe I should specialise, but if I do that, maybe I do that on a new channel, but it's a bit difficult to keep more than one channel going when you're working full time. So I'll think more on that in the future. I had thought with my videos I'd create a kind of persona that was humorous and funny, and I tried to, really excited, and I did try to keep that in my videos. I was finding videos I thought would have been really popular and get a lot of views. They weren't really, and most of my videos over the time not many have gotten more than 100 views. Probably a series of videos I did recently, they have got a fair bit of interest. That's the ones on the disappearances of the girls in the late 1970s in the Newcastle area, and my discussion about that, and a new suspect that was come across late last year. Haven't heard much more of that since his arrest on other unrelated charges earlier this year. There's been a couple of court hearings on that, but I don't think much has come of it. Since there hasn't been much more in the media about his possible link to those disappearances, I dare say police haven't been able to establish any more than there are some interesting coincidences, but they can't take it any further, or not that I'm aware of, and possibly he was just a dead-end lead, because there's a lot of strange people around. So, and there were a number of other people of interest that were discussed at a previous inquest. But anyway, I might be talking a bit much on that, talk more on that perhaps in another video. I've just noticed that a few days ago on my update to Warren McCorriston for March, Eunjae Lee, sorry if I mispronounced your name, has posted a link to the Newcastle Herald showing that Warren McCorriston appeared in court on the 22nd of July and has been charged with a total of, I'll just double check the figures here. Yes, he's now being charged with 23 offences in relation to women who he allegedly sexually assaulted and detained. 5 of the previous charges have been withdrawn. So thank you for that link. I couldn't actually access the article in the Newcastle Herald online as I've exceeded my free limit. I could have paid, but anyway, I did find other information elsewhere. It seems the alleged charges were of women between 1979 and 1997. None of those charges relate to the disappearances of the girls from the late 1970s and also Gordana Katevsky in the 1990s. So it does appear that they could find no evidence that made him worthy of being charged with any of those offences. One of my early videos, I thought it's a bit more factual, and I didn't think it was quite had the liveliness I was putting into the other performances. And yeah, I thought if any video doesn't do well, it'll be that one. That was my video on the White Australia policy. And where I said a lot of the videos, particularly those early videos, there's very few that are over 100 views. That particular one has had over 2,500 views. And it's still rating as the most popular of my videos. Like, I'll have a look at the last 28 days. The White Australia policy has had 411 minutes of viewing. The next most popular one is the January 2020 update on the suspect and the missing girls. That's 182 minutes. Yeah, I'm actually not surprised the January update on the suspect does get a lot of viewing, because in that I actually worked on a chronological time frame from the time of his birth up to now, and the various disappearances and incidents, and how he may or may not have been connected to those. Some other issues that have occurred with him, such as a attempted rape charge he was acquitted of that occurred in 1980. I'm not saying he was guilty. He was charged, he was acquitted, so I cannot say any more on that matter. You can draw your own conclusions, but he does have a very checkered history. But no actual convictions, so maybe he's just very, very unlucky. Anyway, I'll leave it there, and hopefully I haven't bored you too much. My name's David A. Elliott. I hope you have a good one, and see you around like a ristle.